exciting day here, right? Are you excited? I'm a little excited because Kayla actually already has a really cool packing table and everything. I never had one. And our front room, we have some ideas for it. We're redoing the front room, then we're redoing the storage unit, then we're redoing the garage. So a lot to go on here. But we finally got our fourth quarter boxes in. As you can tell, we use Uline because it's just a lot easier for us because we buy everything at once, and this should cover for our fourth quarter sales. Hopefully we have this many sales. We're hoping for a good fourth quarter. And we have my table right there, which is going to be put together probably after our next Whatnot show. So what we're going to do is take a lot of this. We store most of our boxes though, not at our house. They are stored over at other storage units, so we have a lot of work ahead of us, but just super exciting day. Look at all that bubble wrap. Mounds of bubble wrap. So, I mean, if you're a reseller, you know how much bubble wrap is awesome. This is the free gift we got from Uline for spending so much money.
Well, we pretty much bought it.
We did. This thing is actually worth $200. And we, if you spend over a certain amount of money, Uline always gives you like a free gift. What is this? Did I tell you what it was? So our free gift is it solar powered? Oh, that's wild.
Really?
I didn't even read that part. It's a huge, that's actually pretty nice. It's like super heavy duty. So it's just a big work light. Look at the size of this thing. So this part right here is the light, so we'll have to figure out how that works. All LED stuff, it's movable. And then on the other side is where I guess it doesn't actually need a cord. It does have
charge it.
Yeah, so you can charge it, and then you can also have solar power for it. That's actually really nice.
Put your phone in there and it'll charge it?
I don't know. We'll have to see. That says input.
Oh.
So that's how you charge this thing.
Oh, okay.
But that is super cool. It's a $200 value for free, right? Does this move? Do they move or no?
This is on a...
Check that. Oh my.
So it charges it.
It charges that.
And then you can...
And then you can remove it. Wow. Look at that. Does the other one come off or just that one? Probably just that one. Yeah.
I think just, yeah.
That's really cool though. Hey, that's a pretty good free gift.
And it magnetizes really well.
Cool. That's a cool little gift because we'll actually use it for the business. The other one we usually get are those. We could have got another one of those, but I'm not gonna lie to you. How many wagons do we have?
Oh,
We got tons of wagons. What was that?
it's a dinosaur.
Sound like it is a meow. That's what it sounded like. All right. Anyway, we sold a Brother printer, $15 plus shipping. A Champion Notre Dame Fighting Irish Football Navy Yellow pullover, $14 plus shipping. A golf club, tough. These golf clubs are tough. $14.22 plus shipping. A really cool ashtray with golfer on top of it. And we were just talking to my dad about ashtrays. Ashtrays sell. This one's like got a little pewter golfer right there, and I think it's a glass tray, right? Mm-hmm. And so for $15 plus shipping, and then a little spatula.
Spatula.
From Cuisinart for $7 plus shipping on that, and that is it. That's all of our sales for one entire day. So.
But we had a good day on the Bearded Thrift Machine.
We did pick up some really good stuff at Bearded Thrift Machine, and it's always good like when you don't have a lot of sales, but you have a lot of other things going on in the business. It's like, it's a huge deal because that's how we pay our bills, but It's like gives us more time to go do the other things. Like we got to edit some video. We had a huge, massive supply come in for our shipping material. So we have a huge Uline supply come in. Like I said, you just saw that. So we have to get that organized. We got to get the table built. We got Whatnot coming up on Thursday. So all this stuff, when you have like light shipping stuff, do the other things that make, you know, your life easier the next day. So I don't know if we're going to build the table probably after Whatnot because everything's already set up for there. In our Whatnot, and we'll probably show you.
I want to build the table.
She wants to build a table now. I don't, because I'll show you why. We use 2 folding tables. And then I put all my post-it notes on the folding tables, and then that's how we've been running our Whatnot and everything in the front room. But it's all set up. Like I've all 1 through 50. It's all beautiful, ready to roll. And I just think it would be for basically we're doing this just so Whatnot's a lot easier, because every time we have an auction, we have to rearrange that room. And you don't need fancy stuff to make this stuff work. You really don't need. And that's one thing. Like a lot of times, it's a misconception of what you actually need to make these businesses work. Even part-time, full-time, really, it doesn't really matter. I think one of the more important things that somebody actually gave to us, Kat the Nurse Flipper actually gave us a thermal printer, a Dymo thing, still trucking along. That's when I was still using a printer, like a regular ink printer. That really has saved us a lot of money, because the amount, when you get over a certain amount of actual labels being printed, there is a offset there of like ink compared to the Dymo. The thing is, Dymo and like what's the other one, Rollo, and all the and all those other like name brand people, where they're like, hey, I'm telling you right now, we got one called the IDRT.
Yeah.
Or something.
And it's nice.
The thing is a monster. It's a beast, and it was $80.
Because we have to have 2.
Yeah, we have 2. We have one in her room and one
Yes.
in my room. We have 2 shipping stations, and that thing is a beast.
Yeah.
It's not wireless. It's not nothing like that. But I'm telling you right now, for $80, I think it was $80. I don't know how much they are now. It was $80 3 years ago. That thing is a beast. The Dymos, the Rollers, they're, you know, I'm sure they're good too. But if you're on a budget, you don't need them name brand ones. You just need a printer, a thermal printer that actually prints 4x6 labels. And these ones, man, that thing has ran what, 2,000 labels through it already, because 2 big boxes full of labels, and the labels are a lot cheaper. Dymos are a little bit picky when it comes to their labels. They'll jam, they'll be weird, they won't feed as well. So the one that we have is really, really nice, and it's super cheap. So you don't need fancy stuff. You don't need a fancy shed. You don't need a fancy anything, really. It's good to be organized. Like, this is good to have good shelving and everything. But other than that, we run most of this out of this storage unit and our front 2 bedrooms. And
and the outside storage.
And the outside storage unit. And like folding tables.
Yeah.
The only reason we got this is because you get to a point where like the time breaking up and doing that is like basically
Right.
at
We're
this
just
point.
trying to make life easy.
Right. But in the beginning and even in the end, you don't need fancy stuff, is all I'm saying.
That's
You
right.
can make a good bit amount of money on eBay with no fancy dancy stuff. So this is our front room, and this is where we do the actual Whatnot auctions. And it is, again, it's just a regular bedroom. Walls, got our other stuff over here. But this is what we usually have to do, is that we have 2 tables. This is the table. It's an old aluminum like picnic table, like fold up. Very unsteady too. So, and then what we do with the Whatnot also is how we classify things is we just put like A14 and then put what it is, and it actually does it like through A1, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down the line. We have to set this up every Whatnot auction. This table, and then that's our cool wall where when people send me stuff, that's where all that stuff goes. And then over here, this table also we have to set up. So the new table, which I said we weren't gonna do today, Kayla said we were gonna do it, so we're doing it. The fan's making a weird noise. We're gonna get that done, and I just want to show you like the before of just 2 basic tables, fold out tables. That one actually is from Home Depot. That one we got out of a storage unit, and then the new table that we get in here should be really, really nice. It's a U-line table. It's for packing. It's sturdy. I do most of my packing on the floor. I'm not gonna lie to you, because the tables I had in here always had computers on them. We have I work off of actually 3 computers. That's like my shipping computer up there. It's fairly slow and it can't handle editing film, so that's hooked to our the thermal printer. And this is the name of it. I was actually wrong. It's an IDPRT. So that's what we use. It's like $80 or $100. I actually haven't looked it up, and it's really, really good. But that's hooked to that computer. Then, if you watch the Bearded Thrift Machine, you saw us pick up an extended screen for 20 bucks. These things are over $100. I think brand new, they're like 170 to 180. That hooks to that computer, so that has to be on the table at all times. So we're gonna get that done and just see how it goes. What do you got going on here?
So this is our inside storage unit over here. But we
now have another one. Nice.
That's right next door to our other one, and we're going to take the outside storage unit, which is more money than this one, and we're going to consolidate and
to the tune of like $160 a month more.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger, but we realized, what did we realize if we have a lot of space?
We fill it up.
With what?
With junk.
Straight junk. So we got a 10 by 15 here. The other one on this side is a 10 by 25. So right now these are it, right? Yep. This is it for us, unless something huge happens and we get a warehouse. But we're getting rid of the one outside and we're gonna fill this thing up. What, all shelves here, and probably then a table here, right? And then room for flipping furniture and keeping the middle. The thing is, actually, if we could get like the same way we did in there, skinny shelves, you could put shelves in the middle.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey look, we're at the storage unit and it's pouring down rain again. I don't think it's a coincidence. At the storage unit, like you just saw that we now have 2 storage. We got so many storage units. Anyway, 501 jeans, 15 bucks. Duluth jeans, 15 bucks. Warrior wedge we've had for 45,000 years, 15 bucks. And that's all, folks. We, slow. She's slow, but we got some good listings coming up.
We're getting ready for Q4, so.
Yeah, and we're doing a lot of things. As you saw, we did build the table and everything last night, stayed up late. That was fun. Not really. And I'll go home and show you all what the new setup looks like and kind of like our idea how to make things. We're just trying to get ready for the new year kind of already. So we have all of our money spent this year. The next year we're pretty good. Like we got shelving to buy, some other stuff and everything. So we'll go home real quick, show you the new setup. And this is, I know this video has been all over the place, but this is actually how we operate on a daily basis, right? Like yeah. 1 second we're doing this.
Whatever needs to be done,
it has to get done. Yep, but that's how it is being full-time, you know, selling on eBay is, you know, you have to have time to do this stuff. And a lot of people don't ever really explain, like, it takes a lot of time to get organized. It takes a lot of time to custom SKU stuff. It takes a lot of time to build new tables and buy new things and, you know, figure that stuff out. You know, switching storage units takes a lot of time, but if it's for the good of the business, it's gotta get done. And the best time to get done is when you're a little bit slow. So, enough talking. Let's go home and check out that new maple top table. Here's the new setup. Really nice table from Uline. We still gotta get a better chair over there, but really nice. As you can tell, we have some of our whatnot stuff on this side. And then on this side, we have some more whatnot items. Our idea is to get rid of this table completely, take the doors off of the closet, obviously save them, but then have a shelf on the inside of there that has the 1 through 50 items. And then all this will be walkable room and stuff. So we're just trying to make this room as big as it can possibly be. Here, as you can tell, it's just a mess of stuff. And we're gonna go ahead, this is my little shipping area because I use that computer for shipping. We're gonna go ahead and clean this up. We're gonna put another shelving unit right here to give us more space in here, and then also on top of these, put more shelving up here. So, because if you didn't know, honestly, space is like a premium when you're doing this job. You need a lot of space, but we found out, like a real sit down and say, hey, this isn't working out, is when we have too much space, we buy stuff that is not flippable. We're like, oh, we'll just put it in the big storage unit. And we do better like with the inside unit. It's a 15 by 25. And it's really never been cluttered because we know we can't clutter it because that's the only space we have. So we're gonna try this out. It's a deduction of $160 a month now. The other unit outside was 330 bucks. And then the inside unit is $160 less than that. So we're actually going down our monthly payments, which is good. And I think it's actually gonna help us be more organized with less space. So we're gonna give it a shot.